channel. It is me, Jefferson, coming to you guys with part 2 of Inside the Kobe 9. And if you guys have not seen part 1, go check it out. I'll post a video right here. It's been about a year now since I've seen the first images of the Kobe 9, and I was super excited, and I finally got it right here. Well, this one is the All-Star. It came out on Valentine's Day for $225. Very, very expensive. The most expensive basketball shoe yet from a Kobe line. Let's get to it. So here's the box real quick. All-Star box of the Kobe's. The Kobe logo right here. Alright, size 9. Extra laces, and this little Kobe little card right here, little retro card. I'm just kidding. There you go, you got a little trumpet, you know, boom. So let me go ahead and talk about the shoe. You got a thermal pattern. They said goodbye to herringbone once again. For the last 2 years they've been using herringbone on the Kobe 7 and also on the 8. Now this one's totally different. They stuck with this thermal mapping imagery of Kobe's foot. Very nice quality rubber. Strictly indoor, so if you guys are trying to ball in these outside, doubt it. Go get some Phenomenon 4s, play ball in those outside. But for these, definitely not an outdoor shoe. Right here on the heel you got a little crash pad, Kobe Shizuoka logo. It gives you some impact protection on the heel. So the traction is going to look, I think it's going to work really good, and I've heard a lot of good stuff about it already, so that's good to know. Now, the midsole, you got carbon fiber plates on the right here on the midfoot. You also have it on carbon fiber on the heel, on the medial side, and on the lateral side. Now, the upper, which is the most interesting part of the shoe, is just Flyknit. Now, Flyknit, this is the first time they've used Flyknit onto a basketball shoe. I was very hesitant at first on how it would like translate from like a running shoe to a basketball shoe, because running basketball is two different things. You're jumping and you're landing on people's feet, so you know, but this is actually a really nice material. The Flyknit is very thick, so I wouldn't worry too much about like damaging your feet and whatnot. The actual Flyknit is totally different in all areas. On the medial side you can see the Flyknit a little bit more. You know, it has little dots, like black and white dots right here, then it goes to this little nice little combination of patterns. So the Flyknit on here is actually strategically placed. So obviously the toe box is a lot of like, you know, you gotta have a lot of protection for your foot. So that's why there's a little bit more thicker knit right here on the toe box. Then also on the upper, you got a lot of knit right here on the top. Alright, for added protection for the foot. So yeah, man, the Flyknit is very nice quality, really good. This is my first time having a Flyknit shoe. I don't have any Flyknit trainers or anything. Really expensive, that's why. Brings me out to the point why the shoe is so expensive is because of the Flyknit. The Flyknit is very expensive to make. They don't just take a ball of yarn and knit up a Kobe 9. It's not that simple. What happened is they take the Flyknit, they put into these machines, and a computer actually sews this. Not handmade, y'all. So that's why it's so extensive and very expensive to make and produce. You know, they finally did it, and that's why we got a price of $225 retail. Now, other than the Flyknit, you got like on the upper you have these little comes from the midfoot all the way up around, all the way up on the collar. Doesn't feel cheap. Some kind of synthetic, kind of like a brassy feel. And you got a gold swoosh right here. Right there, you guys can see that. Really cool. You have a nice little padded tongue on the Kobe 9. A lot of people are asking if it's thin or not. There you go. Heavily padded. You got a nice soft plush leather right here. You got the logo, Kobe, right there. On the tongue you got just a normal, you know, mesh tongue, you know, for added ventilation. Nothing too complicated, you know. I thought they'd put some like pro combat stuff, but it's nothing, just simple. Now that's a tongue right there. You know, laces, whatever. Now moving on to the interesting part, which is this proprioceptive collar right here. That's what they're calling it. It's called proprioceptive collar, and I know you guys are thinking, what the hell does proprioceptive mean? All it is the body's ability to sense its positioning in its environment. In our body we have cells called proprioceptors in our muscles and in our inner ear, and it makes us pretty much learn how to balance. And in the simplest way possible, close your eyes and put on a t-shirt. You can't see the t-shirt and you can't see nothing, but you're able to put that t-shirt on because of these sensors, these proprioceptors sending your brain signals telling you what to do. Now you guys are probably wondering, how does that even translate onto that doesn't explain the collar and whatnot. Well, technically it does. It hugs your foot in, giving you a lot more compression telling yourself that, yo man, your foot's right here, you're good to go. That's all it's telling you. That's what these proprioceptive cells are telling you. The whole system is working. So that's the reason for this high top, and one of the reasons. For those who are bagging on low top because it doesn't have ankle support, man, y'all gotta get over it. I explained in my first video again, like it's all coming from the heel. The way these carbon fiber heel cups are here for a reason. On the heel right there, midfoot covered, and you got the flyknit on the forefoot covered. And all this right here, all three areas are working together so that the foot remains in place within the shoe, keeping your feet stabilized and pretty much covered and protected during basketball. This thing is nothing. This is absolutely, this extra material right here doesn't give you added support or anything. And boom, guess what? I just did magic because I just gave you guys a Kobe 9 mid top. Alright, another thing I want to add is the reason why Nike decided to push the Kobe 9 to February. Now, if you take a look at the production date of the Kobe 8, this one was made within a 3-month period, and the Kobe 9 was made from a 5-month period. This is from July to December, whereas this one is from November to February. Now, the shoe was actually made and designed in 2012, and then eventually the final product came out February of 2013. Now, if you think about it, you finally got the final product and you gotta make colorways for the shoe. Well, my assumption is that the shoe took longer than expected, and which gave you a later release time. And it just so happened that they released at the same time as the flyknit running trainers and all that stuff. So it's not a coincidence. All I'm saying is that Nike pretty much screwed themselves over for making a flyknit shoe, but at the same time, you know, it's cool because it's the first flyknit shoe in basketball. Alright, real quick look on foot. Very nice. Squeaky. Flexible. Stable. Moonwalk. Just kidding. I didn't even talk about the inserts, yo. I'm tripping. So the inserts actually, real quick, this is again Lunarlon. It's the same cushioning system as the Kobe 8, except this is a little bit more dense. This is spongy, this is dense. They also added little grooves right here on the insert so that your foot doesn't slide within the shoe. Really, really smart. It also cups your heel in right here, gives you extra little lockdown. They have little grooves right here, so it makes it a little bit more flexible. Alright, even though this flex just as much, but it's nice to know that there's flex grooves right here. This should last a little longer. I don't know, but since it's a little bit more dense, it should last a little longer than the Kobe 8. Because the Kobe 8 didn't really last long. Once you start balling them, they're like gone after like 2 months. Terrible, but I mean, it's still comfortable. A little quick tip, you can use these in your Kobe 8s, and I tried them on last night, and it fits pretty good. The insole kind of sits a little higher. Maybe it's because it's a brand new insole. But probably like a millimeter or 2 millimeters higher than the Kobe 8, but they're pretty much exactly the same shape and dimension. So, and I also noticed that the it's a lower in the forefoot, so your heel sits a little higher. Flat-footed people, I mean, it fits just like the Kobe 8 as far as the insert, so shouldn't have a problem with it. But you know, there is a little arch right here. Like for me, I got an arch, so that's a cool thing to have. Yeah, man, so that's the insert. I totally forgot about it. But yeah, man, so that pretty much covered everything. Man, that's a lot of cover. I'm sorry for the long video. And yeah, man, so I'm gonna cut it here. Thank you guys for watching. Really, really appreciate the support. Shout out to Eric Avar, man, the designer of this shoe. You have the best right now in Nike basketball as far as design, yo. Alpha Project, salute to you, man. Like, truly appreciate all the work that you put in the Kobe line. And of course, to my idol, Kobe Bryant. Man, I'm always wondering if you watch my videos, but if you do watch my videos, man, you already know. Man, I'm gonna cry. No, I'm just kidding. No, for real. Yo, Eric Avar, Kobe Bryant, man. Shout out to you guys. And thank you guys for watching. Everybody, go follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. And yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Lakers all day, every day. Yeah! Out of here. By the way, shout out to Tommy. Appreciate it, man. Yeah.